Hey everyone, welcome to the show. Lots of news to share about Donald Trump and his allies. So big news broke over the weekend, and it's really bad news for Donald Trump. ABC News reported that Trump's chief of staff, Mark Meadows, informed the special prosecutor or special counsel that he has no recollection of Trump ever declassifying documents before his presidency ended. Meadows also said he's not aware of any kind of standing order, which is what Trump claims he gave, for documents to automatically be declassified when Trump removed documents from the Oval Office. Also, ABC News obtained a draft of the prologue to Meadows' memoir. You guys might remember this is how Trump got busted with one of these documents. Well, the memoir, or at least this draft of the memoir, contained a passage that was ultimately removed from the book before it was published. The removed passage noted that Trump had a classified war plan on the couch in his office in his New Jersey golf club. So that was struck from the final draft. The original draft of Meadows' book read, quote, "On the couch in front of the president's desk, there's a 4-page report typed up by Mark Milley himself. It shows the general's own plan to attack Iran, something he urged President Trump to do more than once during his presidency. When President Trump found this plan in his old files this morning, he pointed out that if he had been able to make this declassified, it would probably win his case." So Meadows told the special counsel he never discussed this part of the book with Trump, at least that's what he claims, and he said that Trump had nothing to do with the removal of that portion of the book. In addition, Meadows said that when the National Archives first made the request for Trump to return government documents, Meadows offered to Trump that, hey, I'll come by, I'll sort through the boxes, and Trump declined. So obviously, if Meadows is called to testify in this documents case, Trump is screwed. He's toast. He's done. He keeps saying, oh, there was no document, there was no document. You have multiple people who were there who said, yes, there was a document, and it was a classified document. And it was in the draft of the book. In regard to Trump's coup case, his attorneys have asked that the trial be scheduled in April of 2026. A very odd request from someone who claims to be innocent. I mean, you would think he would want to be exonerated prior to the election, right? Anyway, that's not going to happen with Judge Chutkan in charge, but we'll see what she says. We'll see if she sets a compromise date. The January, I believe January 2nd is what the special prosecutor, special counsel is asking for. So we will find out this week, actually, next week, August 28th is when the hearing is. It was also just revealed that the New Mexico Attorney General is now working with the special counsel in regard to the fake elector scheme in that state. The previous New Mexico Attorney General had referred the matter to the Justice Department, kind of washed his hands of it. But there's a new Attorney General, and that AG has now opened a separate state investigation, and their office is said to be gathering evidence. As for the Georgia case and indictments, Trump canceled his press conference that was supposed to happen today to reveal all this so-called election fraud evidence that was going to totally exonerate him. I mentioned last week Trump's attorneys were freaking out about it because they felt like he could say just about anything, as he usually does, and he could damage his case. And so it appears they did get to him. They did get him to back down. What's really interesting is that Trump has also changed his language about some of this. He's now couching his claims of, quote, irrefutable evidence. In an announcement on his failing social media site, Trump wrote, quote, "My lawyers would prefer putting this, I believe, irrefutable and overwhelming evidence of election fraud and irregularities in formal legal filings." So now he's qualifying his statement of irrefutable evidence with, I believe. It's what I believe. So it sounds like reality of life behind bars is maybe sinking in a little bit. There's also news about Trump's accused co-conspirators. Attorney John Eastman plans to try and sever his case from the other 18 co-defendants. So Eastman believes his case is much stronger than everyone else's. And his attorney told the Daily Mail, quote, "The people with stronger defenses don't want to be tarred by the problems with the people with the weaker defenses." He added, quote, "Eastman is in a unique position because he is the only one who acted 100% in his role as a lawyer for his client." Trump's other co-defendant, Jeffrey Clark, is requesting a delay in his ethics violation proceeding. Clark, as you guys likely know, was a Justice Department attorney. This was during Trump's administration. And in July of 2022, the D.C. Office of Disciplinary Counsel filed a complaint against Clark for his role in Trump's alleged attempted coup. So the Office of Disciplinary Counsel accused Clark of engaging in, quote, conduct involving dishonesty that would, quote, seriously interfere with the administration of justice. So Clark is arguing that if the disciplinary proceeding should go forward, it will harm him because he says, he could be compelled to expose his defense to the Georgia district attorney ahead of time. They say it could also deprive him of being able to use his Fifth Amendment right to refuse to testify in the Georgia case. So they're saying, if he's having to defend himself in this disciplinary hearing, he will have, he'll spill the beans on himself. He could tell on himself, rat himself out. So we'll see what happens with that. I mean, the Georgia case is likely to be one of the last of Trump's cases to go to trial. That means maybe a year, 2 years out, if not more. I can't see Clark getting a multi-year pass on his actions. As for, Mr. Cowboy Hat, John Eastman, his whole thing is BS too, because, he's the only one who was acting only as an attorney. Really? Because I remember seeing him on stage stumping for Trump and making his case to the audience at the Ellipse on January 6th. So that doesn't seem like he was just acting in his capacity as an attorney, but what do I know? Next up is news about the E. Jean Carroll cases. Trump had tried to get Carroll's first case dismissed. That is the case that she filed when he was still president, and it involved just strictly defamation. So the judge rejected Trump's request, and then more recently, Trump appealed that decision. Well, on Friday of last week, the judge again rejected Trump's appeal, and he called it frivolous. And the judge also denied Trump's request to put Carroll's case on hold. And he said, as I continue with this appeals process, let's just put it on hold. So the case is likely to go now before the Second U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. So we'll see what happens with that. And then Trump's attorneys are still trying to make the case in this E. Jean Carroll instance, and in her case, that he has presidential immunity. I mean, good luck with that. I have presidential immunity from raping someone and then defaming her over it. It was also revealed that one of Trump's Save America PACs is paying a private investigator for work related to Carroll's case, as well as the Manhattan DA criminal case. Now, of course, Trump's team is refusing to say what this investigator is doing, but campaign finance filings show that the PAC paid this investigator over $150,000 just over the course of 2 months. And it was listed as research consulting. So sounds like someone's trying to dig up dirt on his opponents. We'll see. And then last but not least, you guys are going to love this one. Trump attorney Alina Habba She must just be a glutton for punishment. She is saying now that she plans to refile Trump's joke of a lawsuit against Hillary Clinton and others. Trump, you guys might recall, he was suing Hillary Clinton and others because he said they defamed him and they put him through hell with false allegations of him being, in bed with Russia and blah, 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 and all this BS. Well, the judge had laughed them out of court. He kicked the case out of court, kicked it to the curb. He even sanctioned Haba and Trump for almost $1 million because he said it was a frivolous lawsuit. It wasted the court's time. Well, Haba and Trump contend that the Durham report that was just released over I think it was the last 6 months or so, they say it provides new evidence that, quote, corroborates many facts and allegations about which this court expressed skepticism. They're also planning to ask for the judge to be removed from the case. So I cannot wait to watch them throw away another $1 million. It's going to be so much fun. All right, guys, I will keep you posted on all of this. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please donate if possible. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.